Do you ever feel like you're on autopilot? You were busy all day, but didn't feel like you did anything important. A lot of people live this way their whole lives without even knowing it. But you have the power to change this. It doesn't need a big change or a spiritual retreat. Rituals that you do every day slowly give you back control and purpose. Before we get into the list, let's make one thing clear. Living intentionally means closing the gap between the life you have and the life you want. Instead of just going with the flow, you make choices that are in line with your values. You can move from living reactively to living intentionally by doing small, regular things that become sacred parts of your day. Think of these rituals as anchors that give you space, clarity, and purpose. 1. Set a goal for the day. Spend just 5 minutes setting a goal for the day with a clear mind. Ask yourself what truly matters most today. Then choose one priority that gives your day direction and connects to something bigger. That priority can take different forms. It might be showing up fully for the people around you or focusing deeply on a demanding task. What matters is choosing it deliberately. Instead of drifting into the day, defining a clear priority early creates direction. It filters distractions, sharpens your attention, and keeps your actions aligned with what actually matters. Living with purpose is different from just being busy when you understand the reason behind what you do. 2. Letting go of excess. Your mind is shaped by both your physical and digital environments. When everything around you feels cluttered or disorganized, your thoughts tend to follow the same pattern, creating a constant sense of mental noise. Instead of relying on a few specific situations, think of this as a general principle. Anything that demands your attention without adding value drains your focus. That could be visual clutter, unfinished tasks, excess information, or things left unresolved. Set aside a few minutes each day to reduce that noise. Every small action that removes friction from your environment makes it easier to think clearly and stay focused. A more organized space lowers stress and reduces unnecessary decisions, freeing up your mental energy for what actually matters. 3. Mindfulness or meditation in the morning. A lot of people wake up and immediately start thinking about everything they need to get done. Family responsibilities, daily tasks, and the morning news can make you feel anxious right away. Before you even step out of bed, your mind is already full of demands. Give yourself a few minutes before starting the day. Sit still, close your eyes, and pay attention to your breath for 5 to 10 minutes. You can listen to a guided meditation or simply sit in silence. This quiet time clears the mind. Starting the morning in a calm place creates space between you and your worries and gives you the power to choose how your day begins. 4. Be aware of what you watch and read. Scrolling through social media or checking the news all the time without thinking about it can make you feel anxious and not good enough. Being aware of the information you consume is important for your mental health. Choose positive and calming content to avoid overloading your mind with unnecessary information. Whenever you watch or read something, pause and reflect on why you're engaging with it and whether it's actually helping you. This simple habit prevents you from getting trapped in comparison or negativity. By limiting digital noise, you stay more present and regain control over your focus and emotions. 5. Simplify and automate the repetitive decision. Fatigue happens when your brain runs out of energy from making too many choices throughout the day. Even small, repetitive decisions, like what to eat, how to handle routine tasks, or what to wear, quietly drain your mental resources. A better way to think about it is avoiding unnecessary repetition. If something doesn't need to be decided over and over, turn it into a system. Automate what you can, plan ahead where possible, and simplify recurring choices so they become almost automatic. When you reduce the number of low-impact decisions, you free up mental energy for what actually requires focus, creativity, and intention. Systems like these make it easier to live with clarity instead of constantly reacting. 6. Practice a short analog activity. Thinking about daily responsibilities keeps your mind occupied with abstract problems. Doing something physical with your hands brings your attention back to the present. Set aside 10 to 15 minutes for a simple analog task. You can sketch, practice your handwriting, tend to indoor plants, knit, or work on a physical puzzle. Choose an activity where you use your hands and focus entirely on the physical materials. Engaging your hands in a steady, physical task slows down your thoughts and provides a quiet pause in your day. 7. Daily financial check-in. Money management is a practical part of living intentionally. Set aside 3 to 5 minutes every day to review your finances. Write down your daily expenses and check your accounts. Keeping a daily record of what you spend keeps you aware of your financial reality. This habit removes uncertainty and surprises at the end of the month. It turns financial tracking into a simple, manageable routine. Staying aware of your resources brings peace of mind and keeps you in full control of your daily choices. Small daily check-ins build long-term stability. Knowing exactly where your money goes reduces stress. It gives you the confidence to direct your resources toward the things you genuinely value. 8. Prioritize rest and self-care. Taking time to rest is a vital part of staying healthy and active. Making space for self-care each week helps you maintain your energy and well-being. Rest is not just sleep. It also includes doing things that restore your energy, like reading, walking in nature, or spending time on hobbies you enjoy. When you start to see rest as something essential instead of something you have to earn, your relationship with productivity changes. Taking breaks without guilt allows you to return with more clarity, focus, and creativity. 9. Gratitude journal. Setting an intention for the day gives it direction, and ending it with gratitude helps bring closure and balance each night. Take a moment to note 3 things you are thankful for. It doesn't need to be complicated. Consistency matters more than detail. Gratitude helps shift attention toward what is present and working. Even on difficult days, it encourages a more grounded perspective, where small positives are not overlooked but acknowledged as part of the experience with time. This practice supports emotional resilience and self-awareness. It trains the mind to notice what is steady and meaningful, rather than only what is missing or stressful, making it easier to engage with life in a clearer and more balanced way. 10. Reflect and review the day. Take a few minutes before bed to think about your day and the goals you set for the morning. Ask yourself, what went well? When did I mean to do it? When did I start paying attention? What can I do differently tomorrow? Daily reflection helps you grow and makes living with purpose a habit that lasts. It shows you patterns, honors your progress, and brings you back to your values. This practice helps you take charge of your life instead of just watching it happen. These 10 rituals turn stress from something that happens to you into something you can actively manage. They help bring structure back into your day and create a sense of stability through small, intentional actions. Start with small steps. Choose 1 or 2 rituals that feel relevant and practice them consistently. Progress matters more than perfection. Over time, these habits help you stay grounded in the present and move toward a life that feels more intentional and aligned with what matters to you.